Yeah. The first poem I'm going to read is about my nan. A bit cranky and dozy, and right now I feel exactly like her because I've got a cold and my head goes away first, and that's what she's like. That back waist over Brisfest. The max dose of morphine, the bed in your front room. Eyes shining bright beneath fluffy white hair. Hair spread stiller than your stopped clocks. Your diets, your cakes. The 20 pairs of shoes under 20 bags you never use. The talk account and muddled names. Dean, Mark, Yvette, Sean, Connor, Carly, I wanted to say shit. Fuck, bloody piss that phone, shuffled rushing steps to the kitchen, its hidden home. Hello, Ethel, hand punches table while laughter hits the air. Teeth are bared and questions are prepared on a post-it note stuck to a table's edge. Dolly Trigg, the girl who made me say pig. Did she really know? Was she your friend? I'm not going round the bend, got a middle room full of things I don't need, I can't get in there anymore. She's made a trifle. It's kept in 3 separate bowls in the freezer. She informs me that the custard hasn't set yet because she had to use a fork. I pour it on and it sinks to the bottom. She says Mark likes it that way. She decides to get a photograph out of my elusive dead granddad. I look at his face and hungrily put his features through my dad and brother. Talk turns to how once that's sorted I'll get my knee done. It's a different subject every minute and I struggle to get a word in as the ins and outs of craft club members fill the room. How the one with long hair told her to photocopy a pattern, and Betty's son murdered someone, but they're all a bit strange in that family. Time ran out. I have to get the train. Money is thrust in her hands. You take it, buy some shoes, you could have my pension, I don't spend it. She starts demonstrating different standing positions she does to feel comfortable, and I can tell she is stalling for time. She tries to start a conversation about what Mark now eats, and I have to leave now. She grabs me like a crab. I'd love to live in the middle room, so stuffed full of things you can't move, and she says take care as I skip out of the door. This poem is about auditioning. I used to do a lot of auditions a little while ago, and I'm probably going to start doing them again, so it made me think of what it was like to audition. Crow calls, black smog swirls into ears, head speaks words of defeat. Truly I couldn't walk through the door. The rain taps the bus window and I have the strongest urge to go outside. That way I will turn into the rain and not have to worry. From bus stop seats and grey washed coats to bright clothes that pour into a room with numbers pinned to them. Made of old bricks, strangers queue on stairs clutching photos stapled to pavement. Windows open, shouts travel out onto the street, floor, up, twist, improvise. We are all angels, I think, sitting on a church roof. Mind-drawn dreams distract from reality, from roof slates to a plant-filled balcony to the sea, in black and white with cartoon crabs and red sand. 350 to 400 we are called. We cipher in, put our bags next to others that are picked up from the edges. Lie on the floor, stand at the front, hold on to the wall and wait. That's that one. Yeah, this next poem is a short poem. I wrote it about basically something happened about 3 years ago, and I spoke to this person a few days ago, and it reminded me that happened and how much I didn't care. Everyone was talking about that night in the car. He told them every detail. She forgot them. Wouldn't even write it on a piece of paper to put in a purse, fold in a mess and throw absently away. He paints car parks, dreams of living somewhere else, visits places that do not know him. She dances away, away, away. Let's do that. This is an old poem. It's about living far away from your family and pretending that everything is really good all the time. Tell Mum that this broken bike has lights and I can see clearly. That no cars swerve, that no people curse me drunk and riding home. That I have hope, that one day I have hope. Even when I feel dark as an autumn night when I fell off my bike, singing and looking up at the rain, I do feel the pain. I stretch over all these miles. So are you listening when alone with your cup of tea? Do you put your ear to it and breathe in while I exhale? Tell Mum that today I told my dreams to fuck off and it hurt. While you're there, tell my dad, nan and brother too. Tell them I'm falling, failing, flailing, grieving over my changed mind. Tell Mum I'm not mad, I'd like to know a history of mental illness. Tell Mum I said hi. Is that one? I like this next poem because it's about my friends. We went to Oman together and had some hash flapjack, which is not something I ever had done before or will probably do again, but it's about that. But the thing I like about it is it's about my friends, basically. Denise said, Sue, you need to put your anorak on, it's raining. Helen said, have you got a map? I said, you want a nap? Sue said, yeah, to nap, and tapped her knee twice. I say something to Helen. Immediately after speaking, my brain goes black and white as if my head has been quickly thrown to the side. I didn't say it, I think. Look over at Helen. Helen, did I say it? She asked what, and I run away. Forget and run straight back. Into laugh, crying, staring at something, imagining people behind me to the side and back to reality. Close eyes to a black sky with straight bright white lines. Denise says, shall we go to the Aerosmith stage? And that's it, uncontrollable cry laughs. I feel like I'm hiccuping with tears. How annoyed that people will see. Lynn's here, I think, I must act normal. At this moment, Lynn is my biggest fear. I see her as a child, remember her dinners and hair, zoning in and out. Out is colour and dream. In starts with a twitch, a jump, a did I just speak, and out again. That's in that one. Now this is the section of old relationship poems. I don't really have much inkling to read them, but it's nice just to be able to read them. So yeah. I never used to be able to read this poem. I don't really like it that much, but now I can read it. I feel like I should read it. It's basically about someone not listening to you, but the person who wouldn't listen to me thinks it's about their friend and really doesn't like it. It's not about a friend. If the world ended, if Geraldine thought I didn't like her, I would apologise, though my apology would be late. If you would have told me that you wanted me to be there with Geraldine, I would have arrived, but late. This is because, as you already knew, I was seeing a friend for their birthday. And as an afternote, I'll tell you now, we had a lovely time. You forgot to ask, since you couldn't stop repeating the phrase, you finished work at 5. Brain quite addled with Lemsip, it could happen to us all. Maybe it's onset dementia, maybe you need more clocks, maybe I finished work at 5. That's that one. This next poem makes me a hypocrite really. It's about someone doing drugs and it being annoying to me. So yeah, it's because they always used to do it around me and I asked them. Have you seen Mandy, or the man who sells laughter in the palm of his hand? Have you thrown another layer of concrete, of soil on your plans? Or concrete, because when you and her meet, you talk shit. Mandy calls you in your head, lays you to a corner on a bed, then sends you flying high. Past me pushing into a table you don't even realise. Maybe the ground shook, how strong I need to move yet stay, and push you away. And I kick you if I could, but already violence has filled your immature state of mind. Maybe if I shout and you cry, we can add to the atmosphere of this fine Bristol night. Yeah, I think that one. Let's have a sip of drink. I've got one more poem. I've only got one. This is probably the most right, I don't know, I'm just gonna read it. Silver bracelet, fade to grey. Grey, grey, orange, black. Grey, grey, orange, black. Knocking on the same door, it hears the same words, but listens only to its inscription. Rest, resist, rewrite, rest, resist, run. Endless running, expanding skies, lights of clear thought after. Autumn knocked me over. I'm dreaming of jumping off bridges but unable to sit on a bench alone. He said, do you think I'm a monster? He said, do you think she'd fight back? They replied, no then yes, no then yes, no then yes. I remember hands covering ears. I remember a loss of inspiration being the greatest fear. And I know how great pigeons appear. And that's it. Thank you.